Good morning, students. Let's begin with geometry. Worksheet for chapter number 2. Now you can see that question number 1 is some questions and their alternative answers are given. Select the correct alternative. Now question number 1 is out of the given dates, you can see the dates are given, which constitute a Pythagorean triplet. Now see, first I will read out the options to you. The first option is like this: 15/08/17 means 15 is the date, 08 is the month and 17 is the year, means it is given in the form of date. So first A is 15th, A option is 15th August 17, B option is 16th August 16, C is 3rd May 17 and D is 4th September 15. Now student, this is very important topic because always Pythagorean triplet is often asked in different types. That is, it may also be given, three sides will be given and they may ask you, say whether they are the sides of a right angle triangle or whether they are a Pythagorean triplet or not a triplet. And see here it is given in the form of dates. So now we will take first option, that is in the triplet 15 August 17. You can see 15 and 8, they are the smaller numbers and 17 is the largest. So see, first I'll take 15 square. You know 15 square is 225 and 8 square is 64. So when you add 225 and 64, it becomes total is 289 and the largest number here is 17. So the square of largest numbers, that is 17 square is 289. You can see both are equal. That means the square of largest number is equal to the sum of square of other two numbers. That means option A, that is 15th August 2017 is a Pythagorean triplet. Now students, you can see question number 2 is find the perimeter of a square. Perimeter means we know sum or total of all the sides. If the diagonal is 10 root 2 centimeter, which is given, again 4 options are given. So see, diagram is drawn. A, B, C, D is a square where you can see all sides are congruent to each other. That is the property of a square. And then you can see diagonal is drawn, BD or DB, which is 10 root 2. So again we will do the working part in the rough column. So see, it is given that ABCD is a square. So we know AB will be equal to BC, will be equal to CD, will be equal to DA. Let it be X. So you can see DAB is a right angle triangle. So I will use Pythagoras theorem. So AB square plus AD square equal to BD square, means side 1 square plus side 2 square equal to hypotenuse. So now AD and AB are X. So X square plus X square is equal to BD is given 10 root 2 the whole square. So X plus X will be 2X square. Now 10 root the whole square will be 200 because 10 square is 100 and root 2 square will be 2. So 100 multiplied by 2 will be 200. Now when you divide 200 by 2, you get X square will be 100. So by taking square root, root 100 will be 10. That means the side of a square is 10. So perimeter of square will be 4 multiplied by 10 because the formula is 4 into side. So answer is 40 centimeter. Hence we can say that option C is the correct option. Now question number 3 is height and base of a right angle triangle. Again the triangle is given right angle triangle where height is given 24, base is 18. Find the length of hypotenuse, means again we will be using here Pythagoras theorem. See, 4 options are given. So according to Pythagoras theorem, we want to find hypotenuse. So hypotenuse square will be base square plus height square. Base is 18 square, height is 24 square. So 18 square will be 324, height is 24. So 24 square will be 576. When you add that, hypotenuse square will be 900. Means by taking square root, hypotenuse is 30 centimeter. So here option B is the correct option. Question number 4. In a right angle triangle, if the sum of squares of sides making right angle is 169. Now this question is little bit confusing, so I am reading it again. See, listen. It is given that a triangle is a right angle triangle. So in a right angle triangle, if the sum means what? Total sum of square of sides making the right angle is 169, then what is the length of the hypotenuse? So we know, according to Pythagoras theorem, the sum of square of sides making right angle is equal to the square of third side, means hypo square equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. So that means 169 is the square of hypotenuse. So length of hypotenuse will be, I will take square root. So root 169 will be 13. That means option B is the correct option. Now question number 2, again see. Again I have taken a question of Pythagorean triplet, because you should know the same question is often asked in different types. The previous MCQ what we solved, question number 1 was given in the form of date. Now here 3 numbers are given. See, identify with reason which of the following are Pythagorean triplet. So 3 sides will be given. I am taking sub question number 2 first. In question number 2, sub question number 2. In the triplet 3, 5, 4, you know, we will take first to smallest side. See, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. So I will add this 9 plus 16 will be 25. The largest or the longest side square will be, that is 5 square is 25. You can see 1 and 2 is equal. So here you can see the square of largest number is equal to the sum of square of other 2 numbers. So 3, 5 and 4 is a Pythagorean triplet. Now see sub question number 1. In that, in the triplet you can see the numbers given are 10, 24 and 27. So 10 and 24 are the smallest side. So 10 square is 100, 24 square is 576. I will add 100 plus 576, that is 676. Now we will take the longest side. The longest side square, 27 square is 729. Here you can see 626 is not equal to 729. That means the square of largest number is not equal to the sum of square of other 2 numbers or other 2 sides. So here we can say that 10, 24 and 27 is not a Pythagorean triplet. Now main question number 2 is, find the diagonal of a rectangle whose length is given 35 cm and breadth is 12. Now you know it is given rectangle. So first we will draw a rectangle. You can see rectangle is drawn. The name is ABCD. The length is 35 cm and the breadth is 12 cm. You have to find the diagonal, that is AC is the diagonal here. So again we will be using Pythagoras theorem. According to Pythagoras theorem, in right angle triangle ABC, we know hypotenuse square equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. So see, AB square plus BC square will be equal to AC square. Now AB is given 35, so 35 square plus BC is 12, so 12 square equal to AC square. 35 square is 1225 plus 12 square is 144 is equal to AC square. So when I add this number, I get AC square is 1369. So by taking root, AC will be 37 centimeter. So the diagonal of a rectangle, the length of the diagonal of rectangle is 37 centimeters. Now we will take one sum of geometric mean. You can see question number 3. In the given figure, angle MNP means angle N is 90 degree. It is given that segment NQ is perpendicular to segment MP. MQ is 9, QP is 4. You have to find NQ. So see diagram. You can see clearly angle N is 90 degree. From angle N, a perpendicular is drawn, that is NQ is perpendicular to MP, which is hypotenuse. So now see, this statement is very important, that is segment NQ is perpendicular to hypotenuse MP. So here I will be using, we can use, that is geometric mean, the property of geometric mean. So we know NQ square will be equal to NQ square will be equal to MQ multiplied by QP. Values are given. So I will substitute the value, that is MQ is 9, QP is 4. 9 4s are 36. By taking square root, root 36 will be 6 centimeter. Now see question number 4. In triangle PQR, point S is the midpoint of side QR. If PQ is 11, PR is 17, PS is 13, find QR. So see, first we will draw the diagram. You can see triangle name is PQR. It is given that S is the midpoint of side QR. So you can see S is the midpoint. From vertex P, a segment is drawn to the midpoint. So PS is the median. You have to find QR. So here we will be using Apollonius theorem. Now students, this part is omitted from the syllabus, which is not going to come in exam, but it has been given to you for the internal assessment. So it is not difficult, it's very easy. So we'll do one sum of this because you should get the knowledge about it. At least you should have the basic knowledge of Apollonius theorem. So only one question I am taking from this. In triangle PQR, S is the midpoint of side QR, that is given. So we know QS. Now see the diagram, QS and SR. This will be, both will be equal. Means if S is the midpoint, QS will be half of QR, or I can also say SR or RS will be half of QR. So by Apollonius theorem, PQ square plus PR square is equal to 2 times the PS square plus 2 times the QS square. Now all the values are given. See, we will substitute the value. PQ square means 11, PQ is given 11 square, PR is given 17 square, equal to, on right side we have 2 multiplied by PS is given 13 square plus 2 QS square remains same. So I will square it now. 11 square will be 121 plus 17 square will be 289 equal to 2 multiplied by, first I will square 13. 13 square will be 169 plus 2 QS square remains same. Now I will add 121 plus 289. See, 121 plus 289 is 410 equal to 169 multiplied by 2 will be 338 plus 2 QS square. So I will change the side. 2 QS square I will take on left hand side, which is equal to 410 minus 338. So this comes to 72. Now 72 divided by 2 will be 36. So QS square is 36. Means by taking square root, QS is 6. Now you have to find length of QR. So we have written in the statement, S is the midpoint of QR. Means QS and SR, this both will be congruent. So QR will be 2 times the QS. So 2 into 6 will be 12 centimeter. Now next question is, for finding AB and BC with the help of information given in the figure, complete the activity. You can see the diagram is given. ABC is a triangle where angle B is 90 degree. AB is equal to BC, these both sides are congruent, and AC is given rotate. See, the activity is given. So first we have to write like this. In triangle ABC, angle B is 90, AC is given rotate, which I am writing the given part. Now here AB is equal to BC means two sides of triangle are congruent. You know, when two sides of triangle are congruent, it is an isosceles triangle. Means the base angles will be congruent. That means angle A will be congruent to angle C. Now see, in a triangle we have all three sides and three angles and three vertices. You can see AB congruent to BC, which is given these two sides are congruent. That means the base angle, angle A and angle C will be congruent. In a triangle there are three angles, angle A, angle B, angle C. All three angle total will be 180. So B is given 90. So 180 minus 90 will be 90. Now we have only 90 remaining angle. So angle A and C, these both are congruent, means each will be 45. That means angle A is equal to angle C, that is 45 degrees. So this triangle is 45, 45, 90. Now the answer starts from here. You can see AB is equal to BC dash. The reason is given. Correct. Next one, see. Angle BAC means angle A is how much? 45 degree. So we know the property of 45, 45, 90. That is AB equal to BC means the side opposite to 45 degree will be 1 upon root 2 multiplied by hypotenuse. That is 1 upon root 2 multiplied by hypotenuse is given 8 root 8. So root 8 will be what, you know, 4 into 2. Root 8 will be 4 into 2. So 4 is a perfect square of 2. So we get 2 root 2. Now here you can see 1 upon root 2 multiplied by 2 root 2. Root 2 cancelled. 2 is left here. Now students, there are last two questions, that is question number 2 and 3. Question number 2 is, in the given figure, M is the midpoint of QR, angle PRQ is 90 degree. Prove that PQ square equal to 4PM square minus 3PR square. And the last question, I will repeat it again, that is the last question, question number 3. In triangle ABC, from vertex A, segment AB is drawn on side BC. Also M is the midpoint of BC. If AB square plus AC square is 290 square centimeter, AM is 8, find BC. Now this question is omitted, so no need to solve this. We have already solved this one sum in the previous video of Apollonius theorem. So this question is omitted. You can use this space for solving the solution for question number 2. So you can utilize the page, you can cancel this question and then answer you can continue over here. This is omitted part from the syllabus, but then too I have given you one sum, so at least you will get some idea about Apollonius theorem. Now I'll read question number 2. In the given figure, you can see M is the midpoint of QR. It is given. Angle R is 90, which is given. So you have to prove that PQ square will be equal to 4PM square minus 3PR square. This sum already I have solved in the exercise, so you have the idea about it. Now see, first I will take this triangle PRM. So I will write proof. See, in triangle PRM, you can check PRM. Angle R is 90 degree. So by using Pythagoras theorem, we know PM square will be equal to PR square plus RM. That is Pythagoras. So I will write PM square is equal to PR square plus RM square. That is, this is by Pythagoras. I wrote the reason already here, Pythagoras theorem. Now see what I will do. Now I will take RM on right hand side, left hand side. RM square will be equal to PM square minus PR square. This will be my statement number 1. See, I have taken this on left hand side, RM square equal to this, I will shift to right. So PM square minus PR square, statement number 1. Now I will take, see, this triangle PRQ, this exterior triangle. So in triangle PRQ, you know, angle R is again 90 degree. So I will use Pythagoras. So PQ square, see here, PQ square will be equal to PR square plus RQ square. PQ square equal to PR square plus RQ square. The reason is, you know, by Pythagoras theorem. Now see what I will do. I will keep PQ as it is, PR also as it is. Now plus, now see what I am doing, RQ. Now RQ you can see here, point M is collinear. So RQ will be what? RM plus MQ. So I will write here, see, RM plus MQ the whole square. Since you know what is the reason, R dash M dash Q. See, as the points are collinear, so in place of RQ I am writing RM plus MQ the whole square. Now see students, you can see M is the midpoint, so I can say that RM and MQ, these both are congruent. RM is congruent to MQ. You know this because this is a midpoint. So if these both are congruent, so I can say this RM is equal to RM, I can say, because they both are congruent, they are equal since M is the midpoint. So what I will do, I will write here, so PQ square will be equal to PR square plus RM plus RM the whole square. Since why? M is the midpoint of segment RQ. See, once again I will explain here. Since M is the midpoint, so these both are congruent. Both will be equal. Means in place of RM and MQ, I am writing RM and again RM because they both are congruent. So see here, again PQ remains same. PR square plus, now this is 1. 1 plus 1 becomes 2. RM square. Now I will simplify this. PQ square will be equal to PR square plus 2 square will be 4. RM square. Now see students, 2 square 4 I got. So I will write again, PQ square will be equal to PR I will keep as it is plus, now you check 4 PM square. Now relation number 1 is what? See, equation number 1 is what? RM square. RM square is PM square minus PR square. So in place of this RM, I will write here PM square minus PR square, that is from 1. See, statement number 1 is RM square equal to PM square minus PR square. So in place of this RM, I am substituting PM square minus PR square, that is from statement number 1. Now see, 4 I will keep as it is. This 4 constant value will keep as it is. See, when I open the bracket now, PR square will be same plus 4 into PM will be 4 PM square. Right? I am opening the bracket. 4 multiplied by minus PR will be minus 4 PR square. You can see here like terms now. So PQ square will be equal to 4 PM square. I will write as it is, same to same, plus 1. 1 minus 4 becomes 3. See, plus PR square minus 4 PR square. I am taking like term same. Now 1 minus 4 will be 3. So this will be equal to 4 PM square. I am writing as it is, plus, sorry, minus, plus minus becomes minus, minus 3 PR square. Hence it is proved. See students, 1 minus 4 becomes 3, means minus 3. So 1 plus 1 minus 4 is minus 3. So PQ square will be equal to 4 PM square minus 3 PR square, which is proved. Now this sum I have already solved in my previous exercise video where I have used different method. This is the other method which is easy. So I have used the method over here. You can use any method whichever you feel convenient.